Do you have a problem with coming over the top? I mean, there's loads of videos out there that show you how to do it, but this is something that I worked on over 30 years ago and it still stands true today. Very, very simple drill. All you need are 3 golf balls and a golf club. And what we're going to do is use these golf balls as a reference point. And it's really to do with how we start the downswing. So what I'm going to do now is deliberately go to the bottom of the grip on my driver, and then my right hand is actually on the shaft. So I've got a nice bit sticking out of the end here. And the reason we've got that is so that we can use it to point at one of the golf balls. So the way that we do this, I'll show you what over the top really looks like. So if I now go to the top of my backswing, turn to the top, then from here over the top really is when your shoulders start the downswing and the club now comes from out to in, and this is where it's very easy to hit the ball way low and left or hold the club face open and get the thing slicing. So slicing and pulling are very common issues when we start the downswing incorrectly. So what we're going to do now is I'm gripping right down to the bottom of the golf club. I'm not going to hit a ball. We don't need to hit one for this. I'm going to turn to the top of my backswing, and the feeling that I'm looking for, it's a feeling, remember, not an actual thought, is we want the butt of the club to feel like it's pointing to the outside golf ball. So I'm actually addressing the one that's in the center, but it feels like at the start of your downswing, the butt of the club points towards the outside ball. That then brings the shaft in line, and that enables us to hit the inside of the golf ball. So if I go to the top again and point the butt of the club to the inside ball, can you see now how much steeper the shaft is? That now brings the club from out to in. We can easily smother the shot because you've got no loft on it, or hold it open. So we turn to the top, and the feeling is that you're just pulling the club towards the outside ball. The reality is we actually want the butt of the club to point to the ball that we're trying to hit. So we turn, but this is the feeling. So if you have this issue, it's quite difficult to change this habit if you don't know what you're doing. So what we're doing is we're over exaggerating the inside path to actually get your club to come on the correct path. So an inch feels like a mile in golf, remember. So feel and real are not the same things. So it's really important sometimes that we over exaggerate the feeling, and for me it just feels like I'm pointing the club at the outside ball, that's shallowing the path, the angle of attack off, shallowing the swing plane. Now I can really hit the inside of the golf ball, and it feels now like I can really hit through the shot. So it feels like my body can open up lovely, and I've got a great weight transfer from there. But when you come too steep or come over the top, it feels like you're swinging into your body. This is when people tell you you've lifted up, but you haven't really. You've just run out of room and you've got nowhere to go with it. So this sensation of swinging, pointing the club at the outside ball is absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to have a practice swing now. I'm going to do it in slow motion. And I'm not going to hit the golf ball, but I am going to feel that I'm pointing the end of the club at the outside ball. Much better than this way. Down and left is not good if you're a right-handed golfer. You want to feel that you're swinging more out to the right. Now, the one thing you have to be careful of when you do this is once you've set it, you must release the club head. What we can't do is set the club on line and then hold it. Otherwise, you're going to hit a big shot off to the right, what we call a block, because you've not actually released the golf club. So it's one thing getting the club on path, on a really good line, but then we must release that club face nice and relaxed at the golf ball so that we can send that golf ball off to its intended target. So let me do that nice and slow. Turn, point at the outside ball, release the club through to finish. Let's do that again. So you really do get a sensation that the club is shallowing a little bit at the start of your downswing rather than getting too steep. As long as you release it, if you release it really well, you're going to end up hitting a nice soft draw, which is the holy grail of golf, isn't it? We all want to hit that nice long soft draw, but this is a really simple way to achieve that. So very simple, 3 golf balls, go down the club, any club, doesn't matter which one you're hitting. Ideally, I say this to everybody, video yourself, get your camera behind you so that you can see whether you're doing it correctly or not. And if we drew a line down the shaft angle now, it should appear like it feels like it's pointing towards the outside golf ball, but if we actually got it pointing at the correct golf ball, the one that we're trying to hit, that works for me. But anything's better than the inside one where the shaft gets way too steep and it pulls you from over the top. So very simple drill to practice, but believe me, it's a game changer. Just remember to keep your body in a relaxed state. You don't want to get too tight when you're doing this one because that'll stop the flow of your golf swing, and it does require practice. So don't just hit 3 or 4 golf balls and hope that it works, because it won't. If you've got a severe problem of coming over the top, you're going to have to retrain your brain and ultimately your muscle memory. So give it a go. Be really interested to know how you get on with it. And remember, if you're really interested in improving your golf game, you want to take it to another level in a structured way, get signed up to propergolfing.com. We've got members now all over the world who are really enjoying and benefiting from being members. So give it a go. Remember, it's a 7-day full money back guarantee, so you've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Let's help you improve your golf. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.